And we are live.
Welcome back to Checkpoint, your number one show rounding up all the hottest gaming news stories of the week and discussing all the relevant topics you need to know about. I'm one of your hosts, James Walmer, joined today by the wonderful Vincent DeSantis. Guys, today Checkpoint is brought to you by Manscaped. We'll talk about that later. Thank you to our audio listeners. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/strictlycasual. Please hit us with a rating on those audio platforms. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to follow on Twitch. All those things. Twitch.tv/strictlycasualofficial. Guys, today we're talking about a lot of delays. We're continuing to follow up on that Blizzard Activision business. And we get a little bit of a PSVR2 action. It's
Just
a
a
little
tad.
crazy. It's
Just a little taste, honestly.
Just a little taste. Vin, how we doing? What are we playing?
Doing good, dude. We are literally out of here in like 2.5 weeks, which
Insane.
is 3 weeks. So I'm
Back in the
freaking out a
studio,
little
baby.
bit. We're back in our. I haven't thought about it yet, but we gotta.
I
We'll
haven't
figure
thought
out a
about it
new
either.
way.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay, that's exciting. After
Very
what?
exciting.
Almost 50 episodes at home. Oh, well, maybe more than 50 episodes at home.
You know what? I'll say
we're
it.
back.
Too many episodes at home.
Too many. Too damn many.
Too damn many.
But no, I'm doing good. I'm very excited to go back.
Yes.
But what I've been playing, I guess I've been playing some more Rift Apart. I'm making some good
Cool.
progress in there, and it's so good. It's just so good, which is crazy. And then I finished up Watch Dogs Legion, the main story. Kind of enjoyed
Okay.
it. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed
Really?
it. Wasn't good.
Wow.
Wasn't great, but I enjoyed it.
I mean, were we really expecting greatness?
No, definitely not. It's a Ubisoft game. I'm not expecting anything from them anymore.
Come on.
Come on. And then what else? I rounded it out with a little bit of Valorant. You know, I'm back in there, and I'm back in Genshin. Who am I kidding? It's been a sampler platter. I really haven't like dug into anything like very intense, but that's it.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh my gosh. I've been a little bit of a sampler platter myself.
Yeah.
Vin just for those audio listeners, Vin just sat back in his seat for a second and made a, oh my god.
I forgot I've been playing Pokemon Unite still. That's all.
Tell me about it.
It's just fun as hell. I like it a lot.
Sure.
I'm not really a big MOBA guy, but for some reason this is just like,
You ever played a MOBA before that?
yeah, I played League of Legends for a while on my MacBook Pro in middle school. But so not competitively by any means, but I have a little experience in it. A little bit of Dota also, but
Got a
that's
little
it.
Dota action. I never got
Yeah.
into Dota.
Me neither.
Tried League. I got really into Smite for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I think it was just the perspective, the camera angle that
Yeah.
allowed me to be a little more engaged with it.
Sure.
But this week, I hit up that PlayStation summer sale, and I picked up Returnal.
You did it. You did it.
I worked. I did some moving for a friend of mine. Did an hour's worth of work. Got paid $50.
Wow. Can I work for that friend?
I know that they're moving to Salem, Oregon. So if
Rough.
you want to, yep,
Meet him
it's,
halfway.
Meet him halfway. I played Returnal, picked it up, still getting the mechanics. I died kind of right off the bat. There's one encounter in which you're supposed to die to, and then after that, I just hit a stride. Vin, I was talking to you. I was on the mic.
While we were, I know, because I've been playing Destiny. I forgot to mention. Sorry. Okay, continue.
No, you're good. Oh my god, just all over the place.
Mhm.
So I had just hit this stride in Returnal.
Yep.
And I went for like 2 hours on one single run.
Yeah.
And I killed like 3 bosses. I got to world 4.
I'm assuming
So
that's
I think
good.
there's only 5 biomes in the game,
Okay.
but I just kept going. There's something
Yeah.
about that game that in that moment I was like, just keep pushing.
Wow.
Just like one more. Just like go through one more room. Like
Dude, that's how
and-
I feel on the toilet every single morning. Just one more. Just one more.
one more what?
Exactly.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's incredible. The story beats are like they're interesting. They're it hasn't really grabbed me yet. It
Okay.
takes a lot for a story to grab me. But it there's a lot of really cool horror elements within the sort of story. Like you go into this house and they're all first person sections in
Okay.
which you're exploring the house, you're learning more about Celine and her backstory and her
Right.
team and her childhood and stuff like that. I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm here for the gameplay.
Sure.
But like, cool. I'm trying to read into it and read all the things and
Yeah.
kind of like immerse myself in the world. but it is kind of very almost like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like sci-fi BS that you hear like in every
It's
sci-fi thing.
and I'm a sucker for that garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I
Sure.
really love that crap.
But it's really cool. The thing I like the most, the thing that really pushes me is the weapons. So
Okay.
there's only like, I want to say like 5, 7 weapons in the game, something
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
But the thing that makes them interesting is you have like perks. Perks. You have perks um that'll develop and you'll
The
accrue
virus
as you
things,
play.
right?
Not the parasites. So the
Okay.
parasites are different, like they're buffs and what's the opposite of buff? I forgot the word.
Nerfs.
Nerfs. They're like nerfs and buffs.
Okay. Yeah.
Um and they go in tandem with each other. But the guns, they have these perks that you'll accrue like weapon proficiency,
Okay.
and the more you use that weapon, you'll unlock these perks. And some guns might have certain ones, so like they can have a combination of different perks. So
Yeah.
you might have a pistol that is like rank 19, and you have like an assault rifle that's rank 18, but
Okay.
that assault rifle has a perk that you really really like.
So you might
Like
be
one of
using
them
that even
is
though it's less
might be
powerful.
using that, right? And so like it'll like your assault rifle might have these rounds that instead of doing like 30 like smaller shots, it'll do like 15 kind of chunkier high caliber
Mm.
shots.
Okay.
Or for the pistol, it'll have burst rounds.
Yeah.
And they'll have like kind of different alternate fires. So if you fully hold L2 down all the way, you use the alternate fire mode,
Okay.
and those kind of mix and match between them. So like one of
Yeah.
them is like an arc lightning, another one is just this constant like laser beam that kind of shreds enemies. Another
Sure.
one is like a vertical shot of like 5 or 7 shots that all do high damage.
Okay.
Um, and the bosses get crazy.
Dude,
Like you
I've seen
just
some streams.
yeah, you're just dodging everything that's coming your way, dashing through what you can.
Yeah.
Um, my only complaint is I wish they would allow for a little more like melee heavy focus,
Sure.
like builds. Like so, like you have a
Because the melee,
sword as your melee attack.
someone
It's
told me
not
that
so
that was like
much
an
a weapon.
afterthought, almost. Not
It
afterthought, but like
right.
it doesn't feel like a main weapon. It's like just in case
It's
kind
not
of
a
deal.
main weapon. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, if you find yourself in a sticky situation, or like they'll use it for like enemies will have a red shield,
Okay.
and in order to break the red shield, you need to either have like a weapon with shield breaker as a perk,
Sure.
or you need to use your sword.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
it gives it a
Variety.
purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gives it a purpose, but I wish there were more parasites and things like that to really buff up that melee damage. So you can
Maybe
say,
there
oh,
are.
I just want to go. Maybe there are, and I haven't found them yet.
How
That
many
could be
hours are you in?
totally. I would say I'm about like 8 hours.
Okay. I hear it's like a 50-hour platinum if you choose to like do it all. That kind of
Really?
thing. Yeah.
Is my framing off? I
No, you
hate
look
to.
good. You look great.
Okay, great.
You look
Okay.
great.
But yeah, that's been great. I jumped into Playtale Innocence for just a
Oh,
hot
yeah,
second,
yeah.
like 5 minutes, and the story stuff was getting pretty cool. But I
Okay.
was like, it's just not my vibe right now in terms of
Okay.
what I want in a game.
Sure.
Because I got off a Hollow Knight about a week ago,
Yeah.
and I love the kind of Metroidvania exploration bits. And so I was like, I really just don't want this kind of on rails story driven experience.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll just go back and play Hollow Knight. So I play a little bit of Hollow Knight here and there. It's so frustrating for me right now. I'm just
Yeah.
in a moment where there's like
You're
these
playing two very frustrating games right now. I'll let you know.
and I'm going between. I'm about to beat Dark Souls 3.
Yeah. That's three. That's three
I
frustrating
just
games.
got the season pass.
Okay.
It was on sale, so I got the DLCs for that. So I'm gonna jump into those,
You're crazy.
and then
You're
that's
insane.
kind of it.
Yeah. Wait, that's good
Um,
because I mean, other than those games, I forgot that I restarted Marvel Spider-Man playing remastered to
Oh,
play
I
the new
jumped into Miles
character.
Morales.
Dude, I'm all over the place. And then I've been playing hella Destiny PvP with Enzo, who, if you want to know who that is, that's my brother. He's on the Green Knight video that's on our YouTube channel right now, which is a great video, by the way. But yeah, so a lot of that's been awesome. That's been tons of fun. So
Well, lucky for you, then we're gonna be talking about Destiny later in the show.
hell yeah, we are. I mean, we could do that first since we might as well.
Wait, that's
We could
crazy.
chat about it first.
You crazy son of a bitch, I'm in.
Fine, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Basically,
Destiny 2. Oh,
it's fine. You start. That's fine. Go for it, James. You're excited
Destiny
about this too.
2 PvP is finally getting some love from Bungie.
Let's go.
Guys, this comes from Polygon. Destiny's 2 PvP community has been up in arms for months, of which Vin is included. He's up in
yeah,
arms.
I am. I truly
He's
am.
pissed.
My
He's
arms
mad.
are up, baby.
Between rampant cheating in the pinnacle Trials of Osiris game mode and their frustration and a lack of new maps, players focused on the Crucible have felt ignored for quite some time. But ahead of Bungie's Destiny 2 showcase on August 24th, which will show off Season 15 and
Let's
next
go.
year's Witch Queen expansion, which I thought was supposed to come this year.
Yeah, it got delayed till January 2021
Hate to see it.
or 2022.
Assistant game director Joe Blackburn took to Twitter to announce some planned PvP improvements. First, Blackburn revealed that Trials of Osiris is getting a revamp in Season 15, which starts later this month. He didn't go into detail on what this revamp will improve, but promised players will get more information in the showcase on August 24th, which is coming up soon. That's 3 weeks. Blackburn Blackburn doesn't mention anti-cheat anywhere in this thread, so it's unclear if the cheating issue will play into the company's upcoming announcement. A little concerning for me, Vin. I don't know about you. Look for substantial changes in 2022, says Blackburn, and PvP players should be able to predict when new maps or modes are coming.
Well,
I don't know what that. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's pause. Let me like debrief a little bit of this real quick.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's
basically,
do that.
when Blackburn says he doesn't mention anti-cheat anywhere in the thread, they do mention anti-cheat when they talk about crossplay. Because crossplay starts next season, which is in less than a month. Crossplay will be live where PC, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, it all can play together. They did mention a lot of anti-cheat stuff there, so maybe they just... I mean, this isn't even the TWAB or the This Week at Bungie thing. This is like something else.
Yeah.
This is like a different press release. Or
Yeah,
maybe
no,
Twitter.
This is just him going on Twitter, and it's just one Twitter thread.
So he probably didn't even think about it. I'm sure they'll really go into it. I'm not worried about it. They're going to be on top of it.
Cool. Destiny players are not worried about it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we are. We are, but
Vincent, as our
they got
resident Destiny player, is not worried about it.
yeah, for now.
PvP players should be able to predict when new maps or modes are coming. Finn, what do you think this means?
Well, let me tell you, we have not had a new PvP map in Destiny in 2 years. As a matter of fact, they've actually vaulted two of the maps within 2 years. So we have less than actually we originally had in this Twitter thread.
Why would they do that?
It beats me. But apparently, James, they have a brand new engine for Beyond Light that they're using. They're not using the engine that they started in. So it plays better.
That surprised me.
So with that change, they vaulted 2 maps because they did not play well on the new
that's right.
engine.
That is
so
why.
They've redone those maps, and those will launch. Both of them are back with the new season for free, of course, no extra charge for everybody. Plus, they're adding a new map, so we're only getting one new map. But I'll take it over nothing. I'll take it over nothing. They need new maps.
Yep. Next year will feature both new and returning maps and modes. Blackburn credits the difficulty in bringing new maps, like Vincent was just saying, to the upgraded engine with Beyond Light.
Right.
Bungie will unvault 2 Crucible maps in Season 16. Season 17 will bring a brand new map in one of Destiny's new locations, which people are speculating is Old Chicago.
James, we're in Season 14 right now. Are you telling me?
I don't know why.
In 12 months, we're going to get one new Crucible map?
They go all the way out to Season 18, Vin.
Because that's
4 years ahead.
No, it's not. It's not. Because each season's like 2.5 to 3 months.
Are you sure?
I believe that Season 16 will be the Witch Queen. So this is saying they're talking about there's only 2 maps only 2 new maps all the way up until Season 18, which is halfway through the Witch Queen, which means halfway through 2022. So in the next year, there will only be 2 new Crucible maps and 2 unvaulted Crucible maps. That's my timeline.
Bungie stresses me out, man.
Yeah, it's okay.
Season 18 will feature a reprised map from the original Destiny. It's not even
I'm joking. 1 new map, 2 unvaulted maps, and 1 like, here's one we already have made. Here you go.
Blackbird's team is also looking into bringing back Rift, the original Destiny beloved capture.
That'll be fun.
Type mode.
I'd like that.
But the issue is that they expressed for that was the pacing of Destiny 2's PvP right now and if it would fit into it.
I'm sure they'll change it. I'm sure it'll adapt to it.
Okay,
I will
also,
say
new Gambit maps.
FML. Nobody plays Gambit. I'm looking for my Unbroken seal. I'm telling you, I was looking at this yesterday. If I get Unbroken, it'll probably be my most proud gaming achievement. Unbroken is playing competitive and reaching the match level in 3 seasons. I have it in 1. I need 2 more. It's gonna happen. I'll be very proud of it. Okay, but James, here's the big stinger. We're talking about Destiny 2 PvP. I'm glad they're talking about it because they've just swept it under the rug for months and months.
Yeah.
Maybe year, 2 years, 3 years. Okay, like the sandbox is whack. Stasis is so not fun to play. Like, or it's fun to play, not fun to go against. There's nothing even balanced about it at all. And just some of the guns are just way overpowered. But here's the deal. We know that Bungie is developing another game at the same time as Destiny 2 right now.
They are?
Yes, we already talked about that. Remember?
We did?
When Bungie had their huge press release, we talked about the company split. They were doing all these things, they're expanding their team, keeping the Destiny team, still working on their other things. They're working on a multiplayer game, and that's why they don't have a multiplayer team for Destiny 2 anymore. Like, are you kidding me? Destiny 2 is such a huge player base still. Like, come on, baby. Like, we need a couple of those people like working on this all the time. But
they're working with table scraps right now, dog.
I guess, and that might be me projecting, but like, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on.
How do you how can you be a Destiny fan right now? How can you be a Destiny fan?
I just play it and I just love it. I don't really like. I just get my hands on my controller. It's so much fun.
I'll be playing with Vin. I'll be playing a different game, and then Vin will go and he'll like get his brother Enzo to play with him.
Yeah.
And the minute he'll get into Destiny, he'll be like, God, I love this game.
I really do.
Every time.
Because you can't hate something until you love it, and that's really what it is. The Destiny
Stockholm syndrome.
It's just what it is, man.
Oh my God.
It's just so good. Well, that's enough on Destiny. I'm sure we'll get more. Hey, when crossplay comes out, you bet your ass I'm back full. I'm full-time Destiny player after this.
Hey, they're promising to fix transmog, and once they're back, it's Destiny, baby.
The new shader system is so good. It's just so good. You don't have to pay to put on. Sorry, we might as well have a separate Destiny podcast, which that does not sound like a bad idea. I would love to podcast about Destiny sometime. Just bring on a couple friends.
I know people.
I know you do. We raided with those people, and they should definitely come on. We should talk a little Destiny.
No, I also have my buddy on Xbox who is a committed Destiny player who has been soloing this entire time, Vin. And now we'll be able to play with him because he's on Xbox.
So listen to this. We're going to do a raid with all these people, record the whole raid, chop it up, and get some good gameplay clips and put us talking about crossplay.
I'm in.
Okay, sounds good. Next up on the dock, baby, Ghost of Tsushima Legends gets a standalone. Sorry, I am jumping around.
Dog, where are you?
We are halfway down the dock right now. I'm so sorry.
What? Just go back up to the top.
Okay, we'll talk about Ghost of Tsushima Legends in a second, but okay, Horizon Forbidden West has reportedly been delayed until early 2022.
Big surprise.
Not surprised at all. And y'all thought God of War was coming out this year. Jeez.
Not a chance.
No shot. This comes from Game Debate. Although 2021 has seen some great games come out already, it's also been a pretty slow year for big releases, at least for now. But 2022 is shaping up to be a massive year for gaming. And a new rumor suggests that we'll be adding one more big PlayStation exclusive to that lineup, which might affect PC gamers as well, but who cares? Horizon Forbidden West may not have been announced for PC yet, but we're pretty sure it'll happen eventually. Either way, it's been reported that Guerrilla Games' upcoming sequel has now been delayed from a late 2021 release to an early 2022, according to some prominent sources in the industry. Prominent leaker and journalist Jeff Grubb, God, I love him, initially started the rumors by saying that Sony was potentially leaning towards delaying the game to 2022, but had not actually been finalized. However, a new report from industry veteran Jason Schreier, who I'm reading his book right now, and he made me download BioShock. I haven't played it yet.
Did you start? Oh, okay.
But God, the book is really good if you guys haven't read it. But Jason Schreier corroborates that rumor and even suggests the delay has now been finalized. I wrote that this has been confirmed, but to be honest, I'm not sure if it is confirmed. Everybody's talking about it, but I haven't seen Sony's blog say like Horizon is delayed until 2022. Guerrilla hasn't put out a statement or anything, but everybody's talking about it like it's been delayed. So
I'm looking at the Horizon Forbidden West release date. It's still listed. Gamerant says Horizon Forbidden West delay is a huge opportunity for Xbox.
Okay. I don't know then. Who knows? Yeah. That's right.
The journalists are talking about it like it's been delayed.
It's a done deal. They talk about it like it's a done deal.
But Sony has not explicitly said that it is delayed.
Right. Exactly.
It
That's
is
it.
assumed that it is delayed.
I'm assuming it will be too.
Great. We got Jeff Grubb and Jason Schreier in the same article.
Wow.
How great is that?
Two gods among men.
Two gods among men. Can you
I'd
really
love
ask
to-
for anything more?
I would love to sit down and just chat with Jeff. I
Yeah.
really would. There's a lot of good Jeffs in the game industry.
Jeff Keighley? Jeff
Sure.
Grubb?
Yeah. That's all I can
Jeff.
think about. Something.
Jeff.
Jeff. That's all. All right, what's next? Here we go.
Vin, you take this one.
All right. Company president J. Allen Brock is leaving Blizzard amidst discrimination lawsuit. This comes from Destructoid. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. If you don't know what happened to Blizzard, we really jump into it last episode. That's a great episode if you guys want to check that out. Company president J. Allen Brock is leaving Blizzard Entertainment. An email from Activision Blizzard president Daniel Algaray delivered to company staff this morning stated that Brock was, quote, leaving the company to pursue new opportunities, quote. That's wackadoodle. The news was first broken by Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, there he is again, before Activision Blizzard then confirmed Brock's departure in an official statement. Quote, to all members of the Blizzard community, begins the lengthy announcement. We wanted to let you know about an important leadership change at Blizzard Entertainment. Starting today, J. Allen Brock will be stepping down as the leader of the studio, and Jen O'Neill and Mike Ybarra will co-lead Blizzard moving forward. Quote, both leaders are deeply committed to all of our employees and to the work ahead to ensure Blizzard is the safest, most welcoming workplace for women and people of any gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or background, and to upholding and reinforcing our values and to rebuilding your trust. I feel like that's an important thing to say. With many years of industry experience and deep commitment to integrity and inclusivity, Jen and Mike will lead Blizzard with care, compassion, and dedication to excellence. Brock's departure comes in the wake of a 2-year investigation by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing uncovering evidence of racial discrimination, sexual harassment, and toxic work culture at the World of Warcraft developer. The DFEH has since filed suit against Blizzard. We've already talked about literally all of this. New leadership is a positive step forward in regard to reforming the toxic culture and, quote, old guard, quote, mentality.
Nice MMO
reference.
Game devs.
Yes, very much. Mentality reference to the DFEH lawsuit, but still, Activision Blizzard needs to do far more over the upcoming weeks, months, and years to restore faith in its brand, trust in its workplace, and secure the safety and well-being of its employees. Couldn't agree more. I'm glad they're doing something, but I don't know if this is it.
I'm skeptical.
Hit
Not
me.
because I don't think they can overcome their prior practices and culture.
Okay.
But because this maybe just seems like better PR. Because their
This is totally PR.
was awful.
Yeah.
So I'm worried
You're not
that
wrong.
J. Allen Brock is just leaving his position and putting in two people who are really just perpetuating the same toxic culture as beforehand. I mean, it says that with many years of industry experience and deep commitment to integrity and inclusivity, there's no pushing of the envelope here. It's just they're deeply committed to it, but there's no like.
These are people he worked above.
Right. He oversaw and supervised these people, so there's no reason for me to believe that they wouldn't also perpetuate this toxic work culture.
There's a couple things here too we got to think of. This is.
But that's also
a
me.
Female. Totally.
Right. I'm just saying this is me being a skeptic.
Totally. And you have to be. You have to be in these situations. This is a female now, and a female is going to be in charge of the company now.
Right.
Jen and Mike,
which is better.
It's better. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Especially with all this going on. I mean, you would hope that she's committed to helping her fellow workmates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another thing here that is a little I don't know, just doesn't sit right with me is that there's nothing that has been said about J. Allen Brock that has been negative. I bet he feels negative that he has allowed things to go on. I'm sure he feels some sort of guilt.
Which is a part of it.
Totally. I just don't know. From what we've seen, he's done a great job leading like the actual game and like business part of this. And he's always on stage. He's presenting and stuff like that. Like he's a face. He's a definite face. You see his face, you know who it is.
Right.
But it's tough, man. When you're in a position of power like that and you have to have known that something went on. You have to have known at a point.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do anything about it, then I guess he's just as guilty. But it's tough. It's tough to see. He's taken the high ground. He's taken the blow for a lot of people too by doing this, I think.
Yeah.
I guess, in my opinion.
I guess like I'm worried that, or I don't know if worried is the right word, but do you think it's possible he could be stepping down to avoid responsibility for actually
Sure,
like
could be.
reforming the work culture, so he's leaving it in the hands of other people? Or do you think he actually maybe genuinely trusts these people to do it better than he can, since I guess evidently he hasn't been successful in doing so previously?
I'd love to hear from him. You know what I mean?
I
This
would
is
too.
all we've heard is he stepped down, and then here's a big PR statement from Activision
Yeah,
Blizzard.
and it's hard to assume exactly what his intentions were in
Right,
doing
totally.
so. Yeah.
And it could be a lot of things added up into him leaving. You know what I mean? So I'd be very curious to hear from him
Yeah, me too.
eventually.
Jay Allen Brock, if you're listening to this, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, we'd love to talk to you, Jay Allen Brock.
Yep.
And then you put this under related, which is great. Activision Blizzard loses T-Mobile as a sponsor for Overwatch, Call of Duty Esports Leagues, and Call of Duty Esports League as the official 5G sponsor. And this was done without any major announcement and more explicitly seen through its absence on Call of Duty League players. T-Mobile has also canceled their latest T-Mobile weekly drop without explanation. Makes sense.
Right. So if you watch Call of Duty League players, they have literally, it's kind of funny. They just have a piece of duct tape over
T-Mobile.
over T-Mobile.
That hurts. That hurts a lot.
Yeah.
F.
Like they didn't print new sweatshirts. They just
Too expensive, dude. Not in the budget. Are you kidding me?
not in the for a multi-billion-dollar.
Not in the budget, James.
Not in the budget. Sorry, my bad.
Not at all.
Guys, support for Checkpoint is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men. 2 million, Vin. You and I are in that 2 million.
It's a lot of men.
Worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code strictlycasual. That's all one word, strictlycasual at manscaped.com. Guys, when you receive your Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, you'll notice the matte finish, the nice, I love this little logo they got going on. It looks like
it's a heart.
Yeah, it's a heart.
But also balls.
But also
Of course.
But also balls. It looks incredible. It's super sleek, super clean. It's got wireless charging. You just put that bad boy right in there, connect to USB, connect it to a DC adapter, whatever, and it just charge anywhere on the go, baby. You put that in the little wireless charger. Forget about it.
It's done.
Forget about it.
Forget about
Build
it.
quality is incredible. The ceramic blade is so nice, so clean. Super skin safe technology with that ceramic blade.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it here on the show already. Vin and I, we're dangerous. We live on the edge. You shouldn't do this, but we did it. We went in without guards and came out unscathed. We faced a giant and won.
Amen. Dude,
And
Ryder had been telling me that he's been taking this in the shower and getting it done in the shower.
that's bold.
And you know what? This morning, I was
You're
like,
crazy.
I need to prepare for the podcast today.
Sure.
And so I sure did. I brought that baby in the shower, just completely submerged it. I was working underwater, okay? And oh my God, just as clean as doing it outside
You're not
the shower.
worried about hair getting up all in the sink, or not in the sink, but in the drain?
In the tub? Nah, it just washes right down, dog. It just washes right down. It was just a cleanup.
You're
I wasn't doing a
crazy.
forest. I was just
a little
trimming.
scheduled maintenance.
Exactly, some scheduled maintenance. But dude, I'm running this baby through. I'm like, this is the way to go. There's just no cleanup afterwards. In the shower with Manscaped, because you know what? The Lawnmower 4.0, it's waterproof, baby. And guess what?
Baby.
It really works. I've tried a lot of razors that they say they're waterproof and they just break in the water. This one is not like that. So it's
Manscaped is the real deal. Guys, you heard it. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code strictlycasual. That's all one word, strictlycasual at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code strictlycasual. Unlock your confidence with the new Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped.
Let's go. We love
Thank you, Manscaped.
to see it. Thank you, Manscaped. Guys, Ghosts of Tsushima Legends. James, I would love to play Ghosts of Tsushima Legends with you. Okay?
I would love to play Ghost of Tsushima Legends with you.
And I hope that this article right here will sway you into doing this much sooner with me. Legends gets a standalone release and adds a new Rivals mode on September 3rd. This comes straight from the PlayStation blog. With just 2 weeks to go until Ghost of Tsushima's Director's Cut we wanted to talk about what's next for Legends. As always, just like all Legends content, every update detailed below will be available at no additional charge to owners of any version of Ghost of Tsushima on PS4 or 5 with no director's cut purchase required. Players on PS4 and PS5 will also be able to play together seamlessly, and progression on Legends carries over regardless what consoles you're playing. This is great. This is a great way to start it off. Okay. First, we're excited to reveal Rivals is an all-new mode coming to Ghost of Tsushima Legends on September 3rd, including new trophies, I love to see it, and cosmetics.
I love to
Rivals,
see it.
2 teams of 2 will compete to defeat waves of enemies. With each defeated foe, you collect Magantima. Something like that. Magantima. Which you use to harm the other team.
Sure.
For example, you can spend Magadama on shades to block your opponent's purchases, curses, health drain, exploding bodies, Hawacha fire, and more. Once you spend enough Magentima, you'll unlock final stand waves. Complete these before the opposing team to win. Who cares? You can play that and figure that out. But there's more to this exciting stuff. It's just a new game mode, which is great. There's already survival waves and there's story missions on Legends.
Cool.
Like, there's a whole story that you play in co-op, and it's so much fun. I'm almost done with it. I haven't finished it yet. This is a new expansion of the progression system and rewards for Legends. Players who've earned, there's level gear and light gear, just like in Destiny or any sort of that kind of game, looter. You'll now be able to bind it to a class and activate mastery challenges. This will allow a piece of gear's Kai level to be upgraded to 120. Key level, thank you. As you activate mastery challenges, you can also unlock a new ability and new techniques for each class. There's a samurai class, assassin class, hunter, which is just like an archer, and then another. There's 4 classes. It's pretty cool. And Ronin.
Cool.
Starting August 20th, release date for Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. We're also releasing an update that will add new features to Legends, including some changes based on feedback from the community. Love to hear that. We've rebalanced the survival mode to shorten the session length and add new weekly survival nightmare challenge variants. We've also unlocked additional cosmetics and Legends for players who've earned them in Jin's Story and New Games Plus. So all the stuff you unlock in the main game, you can also wear in Legends. Pretty cool.
Whoa.
Again, all of the above will be available at no extra cost. No extra cost. But
no extra cost, baby.
Here's the final kicker. If you don't want to play Jin's Story, which I highly recommend because it's one of the best games I've played, it's top 10 game for me. Ghost of Tsushima is phenomenal.
Wow.
You can buy Legends on its own if you just want to goof around and play with some friends.
Really?
Okay? And this is going to cost you $20, $19.99. But
whoa.
To be honest, I would just buy Director's Cut because the game is well worth $40 and Legends is well worth $20. So you're getting a great package here. That's basically it. What do you mean?
You said $60. That's $60. 20 plus 40.
Isn't it only $59.99 or is it $69.99?
$69.99
on PS5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
DualSense. I guess I'll pay $10 for DualSense. Love to hear it. That's pretty much it. That's all. Yeah, good stuff. I'm excited to jump back into that.
Oh, do you not read? In addition, they're adding a new piece of content each week, September 10th through October 1st, including an additional Rivals map, new survival maps inspired by Iki Island and EO's Realm, and Trials of EO, a new harder difficulty version of last year's raid that offers challenges in bite-sized chunks and offers a new set of online leaderboards.
I forgot that was a part of it. James, I would love to raid in Ghost of Tsushima with you. I haven't been able to yet. I'm not high enough level. I got to play a little bit more.
Oh.
Yeah, it's damn cool. There's new mechanics. So, like, it's not just Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer. Like, there's awesome mechanics where you have to, like, enlighten your sword with, like, different colors or, like, runes, they call it. And those runes can only defeat certain enemies. And so you have to, like, you're going back and forth on, like, certain runes. Like, you have to defeat this boss. 2 people have the same rune, but you can't do the puzzle because one person doesn't have the other rune. It's awesome.
Oh.
It's super stressful.
Straight up Destiny style.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
I could be in. I really love a good Destiny raid.
But there's no BS. Destiny has a lot of BS. There's no BS. This is like really thin.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds really intriguing.
Good.
I might be in, then.
Love it. This is you.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla game director leading the new Dead Space remake. Eric Baptizat. Wow. What a last name.
Sure.
Game director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla and many other Ubisoft projects is the current game director of EA Motive's recently announced Dead Space remake. Baptizat, yep, I'm rolling with it, left Ubisoft after 16 years in 2020 and joined EA to work on an unannounced title. He's since confirmed via his LinkedIn page that he's helming the new Dead Space title as reported by Video Games Chronicle. While Assassin's Creed Valhalla was Baptizat's first gig as game director. He served as lead game designer on several other games, namely Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. All
Mm-hmm.
bangers.
Yeah.
The Dead Space remake is both a remaster and spiritual successor to the original game. The game will still take place on the USG Ishimura, the mining starship from the original, but will have a quote improved story, characters, gameplay mechanics, and more end quote. The remake was rumored to be in development for months prior to its announcement at EA Play 2021, which means it might be a little sooner than expected, maybe?
I
EA
don't know.
Motive has yet to offer a release window for the Dead Space remake, but said the game will eventually come to PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Series X. I thought about it, and I don't think that anymore because they don't even have a release window in the trailer. So I
Oh
think they
no.
would have said 2022 if
This is
it
way
was
out.
even close.
This is way out. I'll
Way,
tell you
way
that
out.
much. Yep. James, you take this next one because you're
And
excited.
I was going to say, I'm going to ask to double dip because
Please
we
do.
got new PSVR2 details from the recent dev summit. Guys, if there's one thing you know about me, it's that I love my VR. I
Jim,
want it to be good. I want it to be good so bad.
I have a little experience now playing VR.
What?
I have a
What'd you play?
PSVR at my house right now.
What?
I've been playing Farpoint and Firewall Zero Hour. I've been playing a lot of it actually. It's very fun.
Wow.
Farpoint is pulse pounding and
Really?
very nauseating, but very very good. I can't play more than 45 minutes.
Yeah. That's
It's
kind of
really
how
good.
VR goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a code name for PlayStation VR 2 called NGVR. Just straight up next gen VR. That's what it's the code name does. What they're using for the displays are HDR OLED screens. And so the resolution is 2000 by 240 per eye for a total of 4K resolution.
Nice.
I said, hey, that's pretty good.
What are the current ones, like 720?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Vin, can you check what the Oculus Quest 2's
got
per
it.
eye resolution as well as the Valve Index?
Yep.
Because I'm sure Valve Index is way outside of the competition range just because it's $1,000 headset. But I'm just curious, just to put it on a spectrum. It's got an
Dude, Oculus
Quest.
Quest is only 1832 by 920 resolution, so there's a higher resolution than the Oculus Quest 2.
Wow.
But what's the other one you wanted me to look at?
The Valve Index. And maybe search up HTC Vive too.
The Valve Index is only 1600 by 1440. This is more than both of those.
Wow.
And the last one? Sorry.
HTC Vive.
HTC Vive is, oh, interesting. 2880 by 1600. Oh, no,
Interesting.
that's total. It's only 1400 by 1600 per eye. So this is the highest resolution VR you can buy if this is correct.
Aside from there's like the other VR, what's the other VR company that does like super high resolution VR?
I don't know. More than Valve? The index is huge. The
Yeah,
Oculus
there's
is
the
huge.
one it's the really wide.
Oh, let me look while you read the rest of this.
Okay. It has an FOV field of view of 110 degrees, which is pretty wide. I looked up the Oculus Quest and it only has like a 90-ish, 80, 90 degree FOV.
Okay.
And PSVR 1 is similar, I'd assume.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wide FOV, which is important because, I mean, normally you have a really wide FOV because of, your eyes. And so it helps reduce a sort of like tunnel vision effect.
Okay.
Controllers will be packaged with each headset, so no more separate PlayStation Move controllers, and feature touch sensors. Launch details are coming early 22, which is exciting. Sony reportedly plans to use flexible scaling resolution in conjunction with foveated rendering enabled by eye tracking. So basically what that means
Very
is it's
cool.
going to focus on things you're looking at to present them in a higher resolution.
Yeah.
And things that are more in your peripheral vision, it'll scale down the resolution.
It's perfect.
To allow the device to only render what you're actually looking at. The overall goal being to reduce the strain on the PSVR and PS5 and improve performance. Sony will reportedly use inside-out tracking for the next-gen PSVR. Thank God, this was my big wish.
Right.
And the company says the device controllers will have adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, touch-sensitive buttons, and reportedly the ability to sense the distance between your fingers and the device.
Yep. That's all thanks to
Similar
those
to like a
controllers.
Valve Index. Yep.
You can do this.
Yep. For our audio listeners, he's like
Oh yeah.
he's using each one of his fingers
Yeah.
independently of each other. Sony is also interested in AAA hybrid games that can be played both with and without VR.
That's the
Similar to
move.
Resident Evil 7, Hitman 3, etc., instead of just VR experiences, which I also think is the move because I think then you get higher interactivity with people who do not play VR.
VR. Yeah.
And
Totally.
it's an easier window to get into, so you don't have to like isolate experience. Like Super Hot is a really good one because that's been known as a VR experience, even though
You could play it
started out.
regularly.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
play it regular, and it's still incredible.
Sure.
Honestly, people regard that as a lot of people still as the best VR experience.
I would have to agree it's one of the best ones. I haven't played the whole thing in VR. I've just played like portions of it. But it's because you don't have to do a lot of movement. Like obviously you move around, but you don't have to walk around everywhere, and like it's slow. Like in game, like so you can like stop and everything's paused.
The pacing is really nice.
And then when you move, everything else moves, and so you have time to like, your eyes have time to like adjust. I don't get nauseous playing that one, whereas I would other things. So I'm looking right now at this other VR set. You're talking about the PMax Vision 8K Plus.
Yeah, those things are insane.
It's 4K per eye.
Yeah,
and this
but
will run
those-
you $949.
Yeah, they're insane. Also, like they
Headset
don't have a
alone.
lot of other supporting hardware. Like you don't have controllers. They might be compatible with other
You
controllers.
use the Valve, you use the index controllers with this.
Oh, so
It's
you're gonna have
very
to
weird.
spend, you're gonna have to spend probably another. I think they sell them independently.
You have to. This is $1,000 just for the headset. You do not. What is
And the
not
index
included.
controllers are $400 on
So
there.
you're up about 2,000 because you're also gonna want to buy the base station and extra batteries just in case. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be at $2,000. Ridiculous.
Yeah, the PMAX. What are they called?
It's called the PMax 8K Plus.
Yeah, these PMAX
It's pretty freaking
headsets
cool.
are definitely not for like
But
your average Joe.
I'm
These
telling
are
you
for,
right
like,
now,
very much enthusiasts.
in 3 years, 4 years, we'll say 5 years. This will be a base level. You know what? This is what I say with all this kind of technology, drones, VR, all this stuff. These are brand new things within the last 10 years. Every single 6 months is a huge upgrade.
Hold on, Vin.
Yes.
The HP Reverb G2, which is a $450 headset. I mean, that's on sale from $600. Is I just saw it. 2160 by 2160 LCD panels per eye.
So that's better. That's a little bit better.
A little bit better, but it's LCD, not HDR OLED.
F.
So maybe a little less color accuracy.
Yeah, probably.
But-
Regardless, PSVR sounded real good.
It sounded real good. And
Yeah.
it's doing a single cord to the PS5. There's no more pass-through box
Cool.
like you have on the PSVR.
Dude, the pass-through box is hilarious. So you plug the HDMI into it, and then it goes to the TV, and then a separate like USB comes out to power it through the PlayStation.
I
Like
don't
what? Yeah, and then one cord goes to the headset.
But I kind of love how the pass-through box looks like a little PS4.
It's a little chunky PS. It's like a mini Pro.
Mhm.
It's cute.
It's
I
kinda
like it.
fun. It's
kind of cute. Yeah. Okay.
Guys, this week, Annapurna Interactive also had their showcase. I thought I'd write down a few highlights.
Do it.
Neon White, which is that like card game. Do you remember that, Vin? It's like
Yeah.
a first-person shooter, but you go through cards and those are your weapons.
It's kind of cool. I kind of like
It's
that.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I figured out that you play as like an angel, I think, and you're like a demon hunter type person, and you're
Okay.
like killing the demons.
I could get down
or
with that.
going into heaven or something.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Mm.
That launches this winter on Steam and on Switch.
Okay.
A Memoir Blue is coming to all platforms. Solar Ash is launching on October 26th on PlayStation 4 and 5 on Epic Game Store. There's a look at a stealth space game called Skin Deep, which looks pretty fun.
Mhm.
The Pathless coming to Steam November 16th.
I'd like to play the
Stray-
Pathless eventually. I really
Me
would.
too.
Yeah.
Stray got a gameplay walkthrough that comes early 22 to both PS4 and 5 and
It was
Steam.
awesome.
There's also an Outer Wilds expansion called Echoes of the Eye announced coming September 28th. I jumped into Outer Wilds. It was a little obscure for me. Just it doesn't give you a lot of direction as to what to do. So I was a little lost, but
I couldn't. There's so much I'm playing right now, I cannot add that to the mix. Like if I have nothing to play, that it sounds great, like something I can really dive into, but I can't do that right now. You know?
It is a space ass game.
Oh yeah, and I like that. Stray though, sheesh, can't wait. I can't wait to play
Looks really
Stray.
good.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next up, probably arguably the most exciting thing on our news docket right now for anybody listening. You're about to hear this
Absolutely.
correctly. You're gonna be like, wait, what? Did he just say what I thought he said? You're absolutely correct. Ariana Grande, or Ariana Grande, however you prefer to say it. In all of her glory, is getting her own Fortnite concert. Okay, this comes from Polygon. Ariana Grande is the next performer to get a massive Fortnite in-game concert. The pop star will be featured in-game as part of the Rift Tour event in August. Epic Games announced on Sunday with a short teaser video on Twitter. The Rift Tour event will be a massive in-game musical spectacular and will add several cosmetic items to the game, including an official Ariana Grande Icon Series outfit to the shop. It's not even a leak. It's correct. You could buy it today in the store.
All right.
Who would have thought, dude? Like
Who'da thought?
3 years ago, I'd be like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna play as Ariana Grande in Fortnite eventually. You're like, what is Fortnite? What is Fortnite?
I don't know what's going on, man. I'm too old for this.
The Rift Tour will begin on August 6th. Is that dude? That's tomorrow. The event will happen globally on August 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Dude, what do you say we jump in and watch the Ariana Grande concert from Fortnite? Not on stream, James. I'm talking in there. I just updated it on Epic Games Store, so it's ready.
I'm in. I'm in.
I know Ryder's in. He's a big Ariana Grande fan. Okay, keep tuned for that.
Sure.
Yeah, get excited. Oh, just kidding. There's one more. There's one more.
There's one more.
Amazon's New World
gets another delay.
gets another delay.
Who would have thought? They took to Twitter to announce their delay with the statement following. We are humbled by the support New World received from players around the world throughout closed beta. During beta, more than 1 million adventurers played more than 16 million total hours.
Did you
Thanks
see any
to your
gameplay of
support-
this, by the way?
No.
Dude, it looks so much fun. I can't wait to play
I
it.
just can't get down with it yet. Thanks to
I'm
your
in.
support, New World will become one of the most watched games on Twitch and one of the most played games on Steam. The passion and enthusiasm you've shown for New World validates the work we've put in over the past year, improving the game based on your feedback. Along the way, you've also given us tons of feedback that we'll use to make New World even better. We want New World's launch to be a smooth and fun experience for all players, and that means making some improvements based on what you encountered during closed beta. So we're going to take a few extra weeks to smash bugs, improve stability, and polish the game. New World's new global launch date is September 28th, 2021.
Yep.
This was not an easy decision to make. We know this isn't the first time we've changed our launch date in pursuit of quality, and that it can be disappointing to wait a little bit longer, but we want to be sure we deliver you the highest quality game possible at launch. Thank you for your support and feedback. We're listening. We'll see you in Aeternum.
Eternum? I have no clue.
New World is an MMO when you're this is commenting by Polygon.
Yeah.
New World is an MMO where you're tasked with colonizing a fictional landmass in the Atlantic. The game features 50 on 50 fights where entire groups clash to take the land. Amazon previously hosted a preview event with thousands of players to gather feedback. Then it became a chaotic attempt to simulate mid-1600s war.
It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool, James. You gotta check it out. It's pretty awesome.
Dog, your entire goal is to colonize.
I know. It's fake. It's like the Avatar movie. It's the same thing. If you like Avatar, you like colonialism. It's no different. It's absolutely no different. Okay? So, New World and Avatar are the same thing. It's the same concept. That brings us into random fun stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. The best part of the show, number one, we've already gone over that. Hades, Skate 3, and Katamari Damacy reroll. Damacy reroll coming to Game Pass in August. Except I think I'm gonna pick up Hades on PlayStation. I kind of want to. I hear it's not great with controller anyway, or with mouse and keyboard. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't wait to play Hades.
Yep.
Axiom Verge 2 gets a gameplay trailer.
This reminds me, the big chapter in Jason Schreier's book is about XCOM, and I was just reading this. I'm like, James would love this chapter.
And you need to play XCOM.
I know. I'll get there.
It's so good.
Which one
And
do
you
I
can
start
take
with?
it mission
2?
by mission. Yeah,
Just
you
start-
just start with 2.
Okay.
You don't need. I mean, like, I'll brief you on XCOM
Sure,
1
okay.
before you play XCOM 2.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals coming to PS4 and 5.
Mario Golf Super Rush gets a free update today with ranked matches, Toadette, new Donk City, and improved motion controls.
Nice.
I hope
Deathloop
it
has
has the sound, the soundtrack from New Donk City, Jump Up Superstar.
the one that's like yeah,
Ba-da-bum.
it's very jazzy.
Yeah, so good.
Deathloop has gone gold.
Woo!
Again, I kind of can't wait to play this game. I don't
can't wait
know
to
why.
play it. I kind of want to play it really bad.
Yeah, I forget it's coming out so soon.
Oh, me too. A Plague Tale and Minute available for free on Epic Game Store.
I'm gonna go claim those. I did not know that.
Mhm.
That's a wrap, baby. On
That
episode
is a wrap.
76 at Checkpoint. James, episode 70, episode 80 will be together. Isn't that crazy?
Why not 78?
I'm just assuming we're gonna take a week off, because I feel like it's gonna be a crazy ass week,
It's
and
gonna be a crazy week.
yeah, it might just happen. That's fine.
You're skipping 79 too?
No. Well, what? So wait, hold on. Next week is 77.
Next week is 77.
The week after that is 78. Okay,
Yep.
79 we'd skip, and then we'll be back.
Yes.
I mean, so we will be back for 79.
It's
It's still 79.
It's still episode 79,
Right. Okay. Fair.
but it's just in a different week.
Wow. Insane. And then we gotta
Insane.
figure out how to do that in person. We have a different setup now. We got a very different
Yeah.
setup now.
I mean, this will come into like. We'll talk about this after
Yeah.
we're done recording. But we gotta figure out mics, cameras,
Mm-hmm.
lights.
Well, here's James. We can use our capture cards, do both cameras in there, and get a 2-camera setup going for the podcast. Switch back and forth. Have someone switching for us.
Yep.
That would really production quality go way up actually.
Phew.
In our dorm room with our beds in the background. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be epic.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. We will see you next week. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube, please go do that. We're about to hit 800 subscribers. 700 was quick, baby. That was like this month.
quick.
We went from 7 to 8. Oh, well, we're almost at 8. So appreciate you guys there. And Twitch chat. We will see you back here in about 30 seconds. All right. Peace out, everybody.